Like all quality parody, showing absolute love and affection for the original source material while tongue-in-cheek being willing to poke fun at it, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, beginning in 1997, does this with James Bond perfectly. I'm sure not a popular opinion. I am strongly of the view that the one movie should have been the only movie. We did not need more Austin Powers. It ends up pulling the heart out of its own self to do it. The original Austin Powers gives us the cartoonish view of the 60s. It puts our James Bond character back there. We get him frozen and reawakened in our time. The whole story arc revolves around this idea of the man who has essentially traveled through time, learning about the future, the changes that have taken place, how the world has matured for good or for ill, and the character himself maturing. At the end of the first film, Austin Powers gets the sort of ending that James Bond never gets. Of course, there's a variety of Bonds who take on that code name over a long period of time. Our Austin Powers gets the arc where he grows up, he matures, he commits to one woman, and is married at the end. Fully having come to grips with the new reality, the world has changed, he has grown up. We even get the incredible confrontation at the end of the first film with Dr. Evil, talking about freedom and responsibilities, but whatever your view of it, that is the arc of the film. It gives us the grown-up Austin confronting his past, metaphorically, in his villain alter ego. The best thing about Austin Powers was, besides the obvious, the fun, the incredible humor of Michael Myers and his over-the-top, his physical performances, but that the film ultimately had this heart underpinning it about a man who has been frozen, reawakened in the future. He has to grow up. The world has changed. Maybe it's grown up. Maybe it's gotten worse. We get this complete arc by the end of the film. Going into the second movie to abruptly just eliminate Vanessa, to do it in that way that they don't really try to deal with it on screen, makes it very comedic. And though the second movie will introduce more iconic characters and a lot of humor, the whole arc from the first movie is gone. We even begin time traveling willy-nilly in the second one, removing any sort of sincerity that underpinned the first one, and just getting a fun and entertaining farce. I'll be perfectly honest, either I changed or the world changed or the franchise changed. By the time they attempted the third movie, I was not able to get more than 5 minutes into it without turning it off.